What's up, you guys? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, y'all, for some reason, I gotta come on here in the mornings. I gotta come on here, as I am. I gotta come on here and share something. I believe I got a fire on the inside of me. Like, literally, I'm desperate for something. No, I'm just not desperate for something. There is something specifically that I need to get out to those. And I believe I could not sleep. Like, I kept waking up hour after hour. Then my son woke me up. I had to feed him in the middle of the night. And then after that, I'm thinking, and I'm like, Lord, 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 I'm not able to rest. So I was sitting there and I was just like, Lord, I just give it all over to you. I give my dreams to you. I give my thoughts to you. I give my ideas to you. I give everything that I have over to you. Man, and I was kind of like hungry, to get some things, accomplished. And I'm like, let me just give it back over to God. Like, I can't do all of these things without him. And I know, and I don't think that I'm doing it without him, but sometimes I have to pull myself back. But y'all, this morning, I was just like, man, I gotta get on Facebook Live because somebody dreamed, and I had to catch you guys in the morning, like somebody is not accomplishing their dreams. Like, somebody is not free. Somebody is not fulfilling purpose. Y'all just don't know. And I'm hoping that this is the right time, the right, and I couldn't let the opportunity go. Like, I couldn't just not come on this morning and not share this with you while you are on your way to work and getting yourself together. So put it in your ear, play it in your car, put your speaker up on loud, put your little tunes in your ear or your earplugs in your ear so that you can listen to this, because I'm so in a place that I want to help people dreams become true. Like, that's a part of my dream, that's a part of my desire, that's a part of my passion. So I woke up this morning like somebody is not fulfilling their dream. I woke up this morning like somebody is not free. Like, not living free, like looking like they're living free on the outside. Looking like everything is going good, hair done, nails done, nice car, but still not free. I mean, good job, money might be coming in, but still not free. And I'm not irritated, but I'm so driven and I'm so passionate about it because I know what it feels like not to feel free, to feel stuck and stoppable, or not to be unstuck and unstoppable. So I'm like, man, I have to get on here. Y'all, that's why I put up so many posts that's encouraging people. I put up so many videos, even with my Building the Best You show. I bring on different artists or authors or coaches or whoever is doing something, because a lot of times those voices aren't being heard. And if those voices aren't being heard, people are not being healed, and people are not, getting or becoming successful. I don't know about you guys, but how many of you just want to stay in the same exact place that you're at right now? How many, like, seriously, how many on here about a like or write in the comment below that you want to be in the same place you are today next month? You want to be in the same place you are today, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in 2019, you want to be right where you're at. How many people have been in a bad relationship and you're like, man, I just love being in this bad relationship. I just love being abused. I just love not being loved. I just love not being treated right. I mean, no, I don't think nobody likes not feeling successful. And that's why I'm so desperate to come on here today to like give you some tips and tools and just give you if it's tips and tools, just take it for that, but really give you something, from my heart. This is unscripted. So this is like somebody is desperate for change and it must happen now. So you guys know, like, I'm very intentional. So as you guys know, I'm an author and I wrote the book, Believe You Can, Getting Started and Finishing It. Y'all, I wrote this book in a time where I really didn't feel like I could start on my book, like literally, because I'm in a place where we have no family at all. Like, no family. Like, we are our only family. The closest family member that we have that's around us is maybe about, our closest family is maybe about 5 hours away, maybe 4.5 hours away. And even that family member is like almost 90 something. So they can't come in and reach in and help us. And my mom was here at the time when I was writing the book. And so my mom was here, and I'm like, man, Ma, I need you to give me time. I need you to just allow me to go in my room, lock the door or close the door, because our lock doesn't work on the door for some reason, and just let me write this book. And so she did. And my husband slid me food. He cooked food. He slid it under the door. But I'm like, I knew that I had to get started. I knew that I had to take advantage of the time that I felt like I didn't have and just do it. I mean, a mommy with 3 kids, taking care of a household, no family, mama just visiting, like, how am I going to get this book out? And so it's crazy because the book that I thought I was going to write was like 10 years prior, and it was going to be about all this stuff that I've been through, stuff with relationship, with friendships. I was going to talk about my childhood. I mean, I was going to talk about every hurting place that I could have talked about that taught me about, just help build me as a person. I was thinking that was going to help people. Hey, cousin, teaching motivation works for me. Yeah, thank you. I love you too. And look, when God had me to write that book, he gave me the title, like, Believe You Can, Getting Started and Finishing It. Y'all know why? Because many people get started, but few people finish. Like, how many things in your life have you was like, man, I'm going to do this. Man, I'm going to get this accomplished. Man, I'm going to just, I'm going to do, man. And you telling everybody about these ideas. And here you go, 10, 15 years, 5, 6 years down the line, and you still haven't done it. Like, no, like, we cannot be in that place anymore. Oh, I'm going to be, a thousandaire, a millionaire, a thousandaire. Y'all know I just made that up. But anyway, I'm going to have this job, and I'm going to build this, this store, and I'm going to have, why haven't you started? And if you started, why haven't you finished it? I know that could be a complication for some, because we can make up all type of excuses, right? We can say, this happened and that happened. Like, for me, if I wouldn't have looked at what I could do with the time that I felt like I didn't have and just take advantage of it, like, I wouldn't be an author today. Like, that's something that I wanted to do 10 years ago, and look how long it took me. I'm like trying to figure out what I have to write. It's like, just start. Just start. So I sat in my room, y'all. I sat in my room 10 hours straight and just wrote the book. I didn't get up. I don't even think I went to the bathroom. Like, literally, I was so desperate to write that book. And it wasn't because it was going to be self-fulfilling so much that I wrote the book. Because anytime you accomplish anything, like, it feels good. Like, it's like, man, I did that. Can't nobody take away when you do something and you finish it. It's like, I did it. What? What? You can't take that away from me. But what they can take away from you, if you're doing a whole bunch of talking and you're not putting no action to it. Like, y'all, I'm so much on you this morning. I'm like a mama chastising her children. Like, I'm so in a whole different place. Because people call me crying. Y'all hear me? People call me crying. People inbox me with issues that's going on. And I freaking wrote a book so that you can be free. And I understand. one thing, I'm not mad at the individuals. I'm not mad at you. I'm telling you, see, some people might get offended by what I'm saying, but I'm fighting for you. Like literally, I'm fighting for you. I'm fighting. When I sat down and I wrote this book, and I wrote everything that God told me to place in this book, nothing more and nothing less. Like, it's so much healing, it's so much getting started and finishing it. Like, it's so much of your life written in this book that it's so ridiculous that if you read it, you'll win. Seriously. Let me tell you, this is crazy. I mean, this is crazy. This is awesome. This is wonderful. And I had to catch you before you go to work. Because a lot of you guys, you don't even want to go to the job that you're going to. You don't even really want to be in the place that you're at. You're just going, you're just doing life. And that's what it is. A lot of times in life, we don't really get started on the things that we want to get started in because we're just feel like we're doing life. I'm just doing what I can. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough skills. I don't have enough, I don't have enough. Man, I've seen people and I've been connected with people who don't have a degree and are making hundreds, six figures, hundreds of thousands of dollars without the formal education. So I went to school, right? I went to school. I got my undergrad. I graduated from high school. I got my bachelor's degree and I got my master's degree and things like that. But even those things, I did those things because I didn't even want to go to college. I didn't. I wanted to act, sing, dance, do all those things, perform across the world and everything. But that's what I wanted to do. I didn't want to go to college. So I was like, let me just choose any major. Look at me. I'm the person who didn't want to go and who finished all the way to her master's degree. But even that didn't open up doors for me. It was who I knew that opened up doors for me. It was me serving others that opened up doors for me. But I got started and I finished it. Y'all don't hear what I'm saying. Like, you can't take away the things that I've done, the things that I've accomplished, the things that I've committed myself to and submitted myself to. Like, you have to get to a place where you begin to commit and submit yourself to your dreams and your ideas. Y'all, like, if you're gonna get it, you're gonna soon get it. You're gonna soon get it. Like, I want you to get that much drive on the inside of you, that you fight and you work and you sit there or you do what you need to do until you accomplish your goal, your dream, your idea. Here we go. So I'm intentional. So I got these, books behind me, and of course my book is on the top. My book is on the top. But look, check this out. Like, this book, I added my book to. And this right here is not even the finished copy. This is like a proof copy. It's actually thicker than this because it comes with a journal and everything so that you can begin to write your story. So anyway, excuse all this. I ain't do no flat iron. I ain't have time to do all that stuff. I ain't have time to do curling and all that, because I'm desperate to get a message out to you on today. But I added my book to the collection because what I understand is that this right here, like, these books helped me to get through. These books gave me information that allowed me to walk in more boldness, that allowed me to be stronger, allowed me to be wealthier. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, of course I'm on here and I'm like, you need to get my book because I wrote it for you. But I'm also telling you is that I understand. Like, literally, Sha'Meca Latte understands. She understands why you start and you don't finish. She understands why you don't even start. And I talk about in the book that sometimes there's some deeply rooted things on the inside of us that unconsciously psych us out. That we don't even realize that that's what the issue is, right? Sometimes it's some things that we've been through during childhood that it was like, oh no, I can't do it. Sometimes I talk about 3 different things, in the book that 3 different things in the book that hinders us, or it gives us our reason why we start and don't finish, or why we think about doing something, only contemplate about doing it, only become all talk about doing it, and don't ever get it done. Like, it's so important. Like, what is your dream? What is your aspiration? Sometimes even for some people just want to be a good mom. Y'all feel me? Some people just want to be the best mom and trying to figure out, how can I be the best mom I can be? Some people are like, I just want to sing background for somebody. I don't even want to be in the limelight. I just want to sing background. Like, your dream is your dream. Your dream is not too small or too minute for you to accomplish that thing. But yeah, we have that thing there. There's 3 things I talk about in my book that a lot of us, it stops us. And one of it is our why. We have our why or our purpose, for in life, but there's a why that's connected to why you stay doing something that's unhealthy, a why, the reason that you don't start, or the why is connected to a root. And then the second thing was that fear. Of course, we talk about that. But why is the fear there? Those are the type of details that I get into, like, why is it there? Where does it come from? Where does it stem from? And why has it left you stagnant? And so I get to those places. And then the last one was habit. I'm giving you these things because, man, it's so important for you to go to that next level. It's so important to me that you're not crying over the same thing. Like, I want you to cry over something different. I want you to be happy over accomplishing what you have accomplished, what you have set out to. I want you to be happy over that. Cry about something else. You cannot constantly keep crying, or we cannot constantly cry over the same thing year after year. That means it's you keeping yourself stuck. It's you not allowing yourself to be unstoppable. Like, time and opportunity doesn't wait. You can't wait. You can't sit on it like no longer. Like, it's time, y'all. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. So look, I don't know. You guys either need to get my book for yourself or for somebody else. Sometimes we believe more in somebody else's dream than we believe in our own dream. www.unfulfilled.com. Go and get it. Believe you can. Getting started and finishing it. As you hear my story, a part of my story. I'm gonna give you the whole thing. Not the whole thing about my life. I didn't want to do. That wasn't just the time and the season that God had for me, because I believe that He didn't want me to write something that people get. They just want juicy information. Oh, she been through this. She been through that. Y'all know I'm real transparent. I'll talk about my life. There are some things I have yet to talk about because I guess the time or the season for it. But if you get a one-on-one with me, we're talking about some stuff. But I believe that God really, really wanted you to hear just a little bit, so that you can really hear your own story. Like, what has your journey been saying to you? What has your journey been doing for you? Like, what areas in your life, even from the little bit that I gave, from the a lot of bits that I gave, like, what areas in your journey has stagnated you? Have you hindered yourself? Like, what type of statuses that people wanted you to live up to. Like where you are at in your career and in your dreams and with aspirations, like all of that. Is it because you want to be there? Or is it because somebody else wants you to be there? A lot of times we are fulfilling everything that everybody else wants us to be. A lot of times we're achieving goals that we didn't even set, that somebody set for us. Somebody came to you and said, oh, you seem like you'll be good, at being, a mechanic. You're like, oh yeah, I am good, but you didn't want to be a mechanic. What is it that you want to be? You cannot continue to keep fulfilling people's desires of you. You have to do it for yourself. I'm telling you, because it'll leave you lonely. It'll leave you mad at them. It'll leave you in a place where you're not even supposed to be. Like, you're not even fulfilling your real purpose. You're not even living up to your full potential. So, y'all, I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep because I knew that somebody needed this. I knew that somebody has been even contemplating to themselves, thinking to themselves, sitting sometimes, looking sometimes around at other people like, when is it going to be my turn? Like, you got to take your turn. Come on, we're from Chicago. A lot of us, y'all know I'm from Chicago. So out on the East Coast, I don't see a lot of people jumping double dutch. So guys or girls, when you're jumping double dutch, and if you really want to turn, you just jump in to get your turn. You try to wait long enough, but when you want to just show off your tricks and show that you can jump a long time, do crisscross in the rope, you just jump in. Don't the girls would be playing double dutch and the boys would just be jumping in, doing double dutch, they'll just jump in, right? It's like, you got to see that rope turning and you got to jump in and take your turn and get all your tricks and everything in before it stops, before you get caught in the rope. Man, that's a word right there. Like, it's time for you to take every opportunity and jump in and get your stuff done. Like, seriously. Like, I always pretty much have like a smile on my face when I'm talking about things. I don't know. Maybe it's to bring light, to each and every one of you. But, you got to get hungry. You got to know that you're worth, like, y'all, I got tears in my eyes, because you got to know that you're worth something bigger. You're worth something greater than just settling. Like, you have to know that you were born to win. Let me tell you something about my family. Now I'm going to tell some family business right here. In a nice way. Because I know people don't really like you putting their business out there or anything. But, my family, and I love my family. But the family, I'm included in my family, okay? It isn't like I'm just saying anything. Let me tell you this. Everybody in my family are not the same people they were when I was 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, even 18 or whatever, 19, 20. They're not the same, right? They did some things that they wouldn't approve of where they are at now in their life. Morals and values have changed. And some of the things my cousin and I'm just talking about people, who were kind of like in the same age range that I am in or was in at the time. We saw some crazy stuff. And For some people, there was no looking at those who were older in our family, looking to them to give us hope to get out the hood. There was no hope, necessarily hope for us to say, oh, I want to be just like that. It wasn't that. Over time, yes. But we had to make a decision. We had to make a decision that we were going to be successful or to be great because we wanted to be successful and great. Not because we had some unorthodox bringing up. Like the house that I grew up in, like we were a party house. I thought about that. I thought I was like bougie growing up. Like it's some things that now today, raising my children, I'll be like, you ain't going over there. Like, I probably wouldn't even invite my kids over to my house if they were born during that time. But it was life for us. You know, it wasn't even bad to me. I didn't even realize it until I got older. It honestly, it really didn't have like an effect on me. I believe that it's just great memories. But what I'm just saying is that there was some unorthodox upbringing. There were some things that, you know, some parents are getting locked up today for. Seriously, there were some things that I couldn't even trust my daughter to be around. And like, I asked my mom, like, how did you let me do all those things? Or how did you let me be around all those things? And she was just like, me and your aunt decided that we were just going to trust God with you guys. I'm like, dang, like that's deep. But what I'm saying is that with everything that I was around, my mom had enough faith that with everything that we experienced, that we were going to be good. I have a cousin now, and he might end up watching or whatever. I'm not saying any names, but you know, some of you guys might know him, but we all had like crazy upbringings. But we love our family. Our family loves us, you know, crazy stuff. And ever since he was younger, he was like, I'm going to be a judge. I'm going to be a judge one day. I remember at 10 years old, he was on the local network television station. And he was on there with the green screen behind him. Like, I'm going to be a judge. 10 years old. I believe he was 10 at the time. That's what my memory says. Upbringing, crazy. Just like the rest of us. Do you know this man now is in his 30s? But in his 20s, he was traveling around the world. That's because he got started. Like, that dream was so much on the inside of him that he wasn't going to let it die. He wasn't going to let his situation around him allow him to die. It was not going to taint his thoughts. I'm pretty sure there were some days where he cried. I'm pretty sure there were some days that he was like, why? I'm pretty sure there was some tough times, because it was tough times for me, and I'm connected to him. I'm connected. We're connected to the same family members. We're connected to a lot of the same environment. He had some different experience, but that man, my cousin, did not let that go. And today, with everything that he had to endure, with everything that he had to see, with everything that through all of that he had to believe that he could. Believe you can. Like, y'all, it's no more excuses. It's no more excuses. Like, if you got to crawl your way to get there, if you got to cry your way to get there, if you got to do whatever you got to do in a positive way to get those things to come into fruition, you got to do it. And today, he's on his way. He's an attorney. You get what I'm saying? Like, he's there. He's there. Like, no excuses. Like, at 19, they pretty much told my mom I was going to die to just bring the whole family in, let everybody see her, because they didn't know how I was going to survive. And I would be just really disrespectful if I didn't now, today, come out and share with you guys, like, when I have something so desperate, when I'm so desperate and have something so passionately on the inside of me, if I don't give it to you. So look, if you're just tuning in, replay this live if you're just tuning in, so that you can hear what I said, because I'm telling you, it's life changing. And like I said earlier, I woke up because I said somebody is not dreaming, somebody is not fulfilling their dream, and somebody has something so deeply rooted on the inside of them that they had to endure throughout their journey from their childhood to now, that is leaving them stuck. I don't know if that's you. That somebody did something to you, and it makes it hard for you to believe that you can let go. It makes it hard for you to believe that you can forgive. It makes it hard for you to believe, that you can get out of your situation. It makes it hard for you to believe that you can write your book. It makes it hard for you to believe that you can build your business. You don't have the resources you've been telling yourself. You don't have, the people you've been telling yourself. You don't have the family that you've been telling yourself. I'm telling you that everything that you've been telling yourself is a lie. Because one of the things that you do have is a God who's all-knowing. He can bring you all resources. He can bring you other people. Sometimes the people that are in our very circle or our family might not be the people that's meant to build our dreams or help to build our dreams. But you have a God who is amazing, who is bigger than everything that you can ever conjure up in your thoughts. And it can happen. So I so desperately had to get up this morning and let you guys know that. And you guys, I was so irritated right before I did this video. Let me tell you why. It's because when I woke up this morning, I thought I was going to be waking up to a quiet house. Y'all know I'm a mom of 3, for some of you guys who didn't know. And so the kids should have been asleep. All of a sudden, my baby, whose birthday is today, happy birthday, child, but whose birthday is today, he woke up and he was hungry and he wanted me, and he didn't want his daddy. He wanted me. And I'm like, I got something to do. But I'm like, you know what? Let me take care of this. But let me make sure I get on here to tell somebody that even when you are trying to go forth in your dreams and aspirations, or you got something so passionately on the inside of you, distractions will come or things will come up, and it doesn't have to be bad. Like, taking care of my son is a great thing. He just didn't wake up at the time I wanted him to wake up, so it caused me to kind of finagle some things so that I could make sure that I get this accomplished. There it is, you guys. Don't stop. Start, and finish it. Do what you have to do. Stay so focused. Stay so centered. And get what you have to get done. You're going to have to, not focus on those who are around you. You got to stop, maybe at the time, going to certain places. If you need money with your finances, you may have to learn how to do your own hair, not go to the shop. Every time you think about spending money on something that must wait, take those same funds and just put it to the side. Act like you don't have it and stack your money. Literally, put it to the side. Anyway, you guys, I hope that encouraged you. Take time don't take time for granted. And opportunities, make sure you jump in the rope. When the rope start turning, you jump in. You jump in and you jump and you turn and you do your tricks and you work and you network and you build relationships and you love and you do everything until the rope stops. Until it stops. until it stops. And then sometimes when the rope stops, you tell them to turn again. Peace.